was gonna film this Friday, but I was just such a mess on Friday. I was bawling my eyes out, and I'm not a cute crier. I'm not one of those girls that gets like a couple of tears and a bit of mascara running and you still look like cute. I am like face swollen, eyes are bloodshot and red, I've got snot bubbles coming out of my nose, I sound like a whale in childbirth. Like, I am not cute when I'm crying, so that's why I'm filming it today, when I'm a little bit more calm about it. And I'm sure I'm going to complain about this for years to come. Hello, I'm Wannabe Wendy and welcome back to my channel. On today's episode of My Life is a Fucking Joke, we're going to find out how my hairdresser turned my hair from this into this. I had beautiful long hair that I'd been growing for about 4 or 5 years. What I'm left with now. So I was gonna tell this story at home, but I'm now out finding a hairdresser to fix it and I'm booked in for this afternoon. So I need to film this now, out on the road, walking the streets. So basically what happened was I went to my hairdresser 6 weeks ago and said I don't want to be copper anymore, I want to go to grey. And I said, I know this isn't going to happen overnight, like this is going to take a lot of sessions. And she was like, yep, we want to do it slowly, we want to keep the integrity of your hair. Integrity of my hair, what a joke. The first session we put foils in it and we lightened it, and the ends look amazing. Like, I really didn't expect them to be as good as they were, but the roots were still like very red, and she'd coloured over the roots and they still look very red. So she said, next time you come in, we're going to bleach the roots, try and get them a lot cooler. So I come back 6 weeks later, which was Friday, so 3 days ago, and said to her, I don't want as much root showing because at the moment, like, it was all like quite a lot around my face. I wanted to go for like more of a root fade, so much smaller. Okay, it was super windy where I was, so now I went through the shopping centre and I was going to film in there, but people are looking at me. So just got my headphones in so it looks like I'm on the phone. Anyway, so the plan was to only have this much root so it wasn't so dark around my face. And she was like, cool, no problem, we can do that. So she starts putting the foils in, and she used like a foam sort of material that I'd never seen before, and I was helping her rip up the foils because I'm so helpful. Where to go? I'm gonna be able to finish this. Okay, so then she puts the foils in my hair and I said, I've never seen this product before, and she says, oh, it's a new product. They bring out new products all the time. And I was like, cool, sweet, whatever. So she puts the foils in, everything's going fine, and then she comes back after a little while, and I didn't even think it had been that long, and she checks it and she says, we're gonna go to the sink. And I'm like, all right, cool, it's time to wash it out. I go to the sink and she starts washing it out and she goes, Wendy, and you know when you hear that tone, like, that is not a good tone, like nothing good comes after you hear your name being said like that. Like, I just felt like this is how my mum would speak to me when I'm in trouble, like, Wendy. And I'm like, yeah. And she says, we have breakage. And I'm like, okay, cool, we're bleaching hair, like sometimes you get a bit of breakage. And I'm like, oh yeah, like what kind of breakage? She was like, you're gonna kill me. And I'm like, oh fuck, okay, so this is bad. And I'm like, how bad is it? So she shows me a piece of my hair, and now that I know what it's actually like, it was the longest piece of my hair, so it was like this long, so I don't even know if I can pull it out. Okay. So I say, okay, so what are we gonna do? And she's like, we'll dry it off, we'll get you out and we'll have a look. And we get out and she goes, you've got to go short. I'm like, well, hang on, how short? Like, I didn't fucking expect to come in today and leave with half my hair missing. Like, just give me a moment to think. So she says, we've got to cut off, like, let's cut off the minimum. So the minimum was probably like this much, and this is what I'm left with. And I said, okay, let's have a look at it. Shows me the back of it, and like, it looks okay, like it's all covered, and I'm thinking it's not too bad. And then she like shows me like the short bit. I'm like, all right, it's definitely not as bad as I thought it was. And then she says, we're gonna go dark all over. And I said, no, I don't want to go dark because it defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do. Like we've got the ends light, like let's just hold on a minute. And she said, I'm not putting any more bleach in your hair. I'm like, all right, cool. So basically I've come in today, my hair color hasn't changed, and all we've done is give me a haircut. And like she's freaking out this whole time, so I've been like, didn't want her to be upset, so she kept saying, you're gonna kill me. So like then I'm like, I don't want to be upset because I don't like stressing people out, so I'm trying to comfort her. She cuts my fringe, and then I'm going to leave. I'm like, is she gonna charge me? Like what happened? So I'm waiting up at the thing, and by this stage someone else has come in, and she says, oh, I'm not gonna charge you for today, do you want to rebook? And I'm like, well yeah, I guess so. She goes, next time I come in we'll just do the roots, like we're not doing anything else. Also when we did the root, she said, oh, let's put dark like all over, and I said, no, let's not do that, let's just do the roots, like the small bit of regrowth that had come through, and let's not touch the rest because I need to go home and think about like what I want to do. So anyway, I rebook, and she's apologizing profusely. I'm like, it's okay, like it's fine, like it can't be that bad. I'd messaged my husband and my friend during this point, and I'd said to Gavin, I'm in trouble, and he says to me, what do you mean? And I'm trying not to message him anything too bad because she can obviously like see my phone over my shoulder. I didn't want to be like, this bitch just fucked up my hair, she's a fucking dickhead. So I just kept it cool, and I was like, my hair is getting cut today. Anyway, then when I left and I rang him, and he goes, oh, you're so funny, he thinks I'm joking. I'm like, no, you don't understand, my hair is fucked. And by this stage I've like messaged everyone I know and told them, and everyone's like, oh, you're being dramatic, like it can't be that bad. I'm like, no, it's bad. But I didn't even know how bad it was until I got home. So then I got home, and I can actually, I'm putting and it was raining when I was walking home too. So now I'm walking home, my hair is wet, it's shit. So I get home and I put my hand in my head, and that's when I feel how short it actually is. So what I initially thought was like lengths of this is this. It's basically like my hair has been hacked at by a 4-year-old, or I've had bubblegum in my hair and my hair has had to have it chopped to get it removed. Then I start crying because I've realized how bad it is. I'm crying because my hair is all gone. I'm crying because it's not the color that I wanted. Basically going to the hairdressers achieved absolutely nothing other than me losing half my hair. My cousin is a hairdresser, she lives in Perth, and she said, you need to go back to this lady, she needs to put extensions in until it's at a length that you're like comfortable with. And I'm like, well, I don't even know if I can put extensions in it because it's so short. And secondly, I don't even think I want extensions. Like I've had extensions before, I don't really like them, they're not very comfortable, they don't cover very well, you can't tie your hair up. Not that I can tie my hair up now because it looks like fucking shit. And I definitely like don't trust her doing anything to my hair anymore, and she's already told me she's not going to bleach it. So like, what do I do? There's no point going back to her. I've gone into this hairdresser now, and they said, and you know it's bad when a hairdresser looks at your hair, and like when I show them this and they're like, oh, it's not too bad, and then she looked in the back and she was like, shit. And you know it's bad when a hairdresser says shit. So they said, what do you want to achieve? And I said, I don't know, like obviously I'm gonna have to cut it into a bob or something, and I would like to be grey all over with a small amount of like root coming through. And she said, yep, no problem, we can do that. So why did my hairdresser fuck my hair up? I haven't used any new products other than a Fanola No Yellow Purple shampoo, but that is the shampoo that she uses in salon. Other than that, I have put no new products in my hair other than these foam foils that she used. So I don't know what the hell went wrong. Basically what is left of my hair, I am scared to brush, I'm scared to straighten it. I haven't washed it yet because I'm just worried like even more is gonna fall out. So yeah, I don't know what it's gonna look like after this hairdresser. I'm really nervous. It's obviously I'm gonna be out of pocket now, and like the good thing about the hairdresser I was seeing was that she was quite reasonably priced. She was like a one-man show, so she obviously could keep things much cheaper, and that's also part of the reason why I don't want to go after her, because I don't want to ruin her business for... I'm just not that kind of person. Like I'm not vindictive and not nasty, so But yeah, so I'm going to this hairdresser now. They are a blonde specialist. I spent the whole weekend Googling blonde hairdressers. So hopefully they can fix it for me. She said she can get it grey, and then I'm going to get a bob. And I know it's only hair and it shouldn't be vain and whatnot, but like, it's my hair and it's a big part of who I am, and I've always had like cool funky hair. Don't want to end up with a brown bob, because to me, like, it's just so plain and boring, and I just don't want that. Okay, so it's the next day after I've had my hair cut. This is what I'm left with. I mean, it's okay. It's not what I wanted, obviously. I mean, I didn't go in on Friday expecting to get my hair cut. It's alright. I've had short hair before, and like, I haven't had it. Oh, I don't know if it was this short. I feel like it was a little bit longer, so I feel like once it grows out a little bit, it'll feel better. It is so short in the back though. Let's see if I can show you. Like, so short. And there's still a bit of unevenness through here. But there's not much we can do about it, because basically we had to cut everything off to try and fix up the patchiness and the issues with it. Yeah, I feel a little bit like I've got, like, I'm either like a school kid with this cut, or I look like I'm that person that walks into the shop and demands to speak to the manager. Like, that's the kind of haircut this is. If you haven't seen that meme, Google it. I mean, the colour is so much better. It's heaps better. We're gonna have short hair for a while. It sucks that it's winter when this happened, because my back of my neck is so cold. I'm not sure about wearing like hats and stuff, because I just feel like it's gonna cover more of my hair. So feeling a little bit like a boy at the moment, but it's fine. There's no point carrying on being upset about it, because it's done. Complaining about it is not gonna bring my hair back. So this is what we got. We're gonna just, oh, yeah, I had a blood test this morning. The hairdresser was so lovely. She was so understanding, and I was so anxious sitting there when she was putting the bleach on, because she still bleached like this, which I don't understand why my hairdresser said she wouldn't bleach it anymore. She was obviously scared. But yeah, the new hairdresser, she was so understanding and so just patient and kind with me. And I just said, like, I'm so anxious about you putting this on. Like, I'm scared my hair is gonna fall out. And she was like, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Like, it'll be fine. We're gonna get you to a better state than what it is right now. She was really nice about cutting my hair, because I was so nervous about having it cut so short. She said I'm gonna look really cute in turtlenecks, which was nice of her. I hate turtlenecks, so it's not gonna happen, but thanks anyway. So we were just chatting about people's attitudes and how people have been going crazy the last couple of weeks, and she said, oh, there's like a full moon coming on Friday, it's like a blood moon, like all this astrological stuff is happening. And that's why people act crazy, and it's supposed to clear like 6 months worth of like bad luck and bad history and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let's cut my hair. Let's cleanse this bitch. Let's start fresh. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, so this is what we have now. I've got to figure out how to style it. I don't really know how to style this hair this short. When I'd had hair this short before, it was all one length, so I could just put the straighteners on it. And the hairdresser said probably avoid using heat on my hair for a little while, just to try and fix up some of the damage in the back. So yeah, don't know how I'm going to style it. I suck using a hairdryer to try and even do my fringe, so I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm just hoping that it grows quickly. The last time I cut my hair, it did grow back really healthy and quite quickly, so fingers crossed that happens again. If you stayed for my whole story, thank you for watching. Hopefully nothing dramatic like this happens again. Like, even though this was a great story, it's the only positive I could take out of this. I was like, ah, my hair's gone, that'll be funny on camera. I would much rather stick to just doing makeup tutorials and funny things rather than dramatic stories about me losing my hair. But yeah, thanks guys, I'll see you next time.